Welcome to the Taste of Tewksbury. Today we are very pleased to have the top chef at Bayberry as our guest chef, along with Amanda, who's the pastry chef here. And Victor is going to tell us a little bit about himself. His name is Victor Casado, and just a little bit about your education, Victor.
I got a bachelor's degree in culinary management at Newbury College in Boston. Came here in 2004 for a special visa, like student, but work visa for the summer. And that was when I started cooking. Came back a few summers after that, and that's when I realized that I really love cooking. Then from fine dining restaurant, got into assisted living, and it's where my passion is today.
And where did you come here from?
Dominican Republic.
Okay. And you still have some family there?
A lot of family, yeah.
And your family here too?
Yes.
Well, you'll tell us a little more about yourself later, and I would like to have Amanda tell us about herself. Amanda Mahoney.
Yep, I'm Amanda Mahoney. I've been working in bakeries since 15. I was a cake decorator and I was a prep cook at a restaurant before coming here. And I've worked with Victor for about 4 years.
All right, so should we start cooking? Oh, tell us what you're going to cook today.
Today it's a Spanish dish, but pretty popular nowadays. This area in New England, a lot of Spanish restaurants have an infusion, American Spanish restaurant. This is a recipe that I tricked myself a little and just enjoying doing it from friends, family, events, stuff like that. So it's easy. It's white rice. In this case, we use basmati rice. We're gonna do garlic shrimp. What's the name in Spanish? It's shrimp al ajillo. So it's a lot of garlic. We're gonna slice some avocados, 2 for garnish, and hope you guys enjoy it. And everyone that tried it at home, hope they liked it too. You can play around with the recipe too and season it the way.
Do you make it for the guests here also?
Yes, we have it on our menu. Yeah, they do like it.
Do you want to start? I'll step back and let you start.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're doing.
So you just want to make sure that the pan gets hot. Then we start with a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil is the best, healthy. And I'm sure everyone has it at home. So we just let the oil get hot. And this is a very simple recipe. I'm not gonna get into detail, kind of like they do in the food show. So, but this is one of those dishes that you can walk away for a little and not worry, oh, this is gonna overcook. So that just can mix it all out, and I'll show you in a few minutes. But basically, when the shrimps are cooked, you notice how they turn the color, and then the peppers. Some people cook them very soft. I kind of like al dente, so you can have the texture and. So we're gonna have some butter. I know a lot of people like butter. Garlic.
You put just enough oil to cover the pan, maybe half an inch.
Yes, because the shrimp is gonna release some water, and we also adding lemon juice, white wine.
And I'd say, what are we putting in now? The garlic?
Garlic, lots of garlic, because that's the main ingredient.
And you put in like a lump of butter.
Yes. Just want to cook that garlic and release that flavor. And here I'm gonna have some onions. Sauteed a little bit, and the peppers, yellow. Some people use green, but I like the color. Always bring them color. All the color. And like I said, you don't have to go by recipes, kind of like they do online. You can just do it, get comfortable, and it will come out good.
But you need to use garlic, because otherwise it won't be garlic shrimp.
Yes. At these points, I'm going to add the shrimp. Lots of shrimp, so I hope you guys are hungry. Black pepper.
A good pinch.
And if you want to make it real authentic, that's the authentic. This is the reason why I brought adobo, where you can find anywhere, Market Basket, anywhere you go in Sazon. This is going to give them a little reddish color to the shrimp.
Okay.
And also good flavor.
Nice flavor.
we put up.
I've seen that in the Goya section
Yes.
of the markets, the different stores.
Then I don't know if you know, there's no salt here. There's a little bit of, there's pretty much sodium and everything nowadays, but
Yes,
we don't
that's
use
true.
salt when we cook here.
Yeah. Oh, not you
For the,
either, good.
no,
I don't
no,
either.
when we cook for our
Yeah?
residents, we don't
Yeah,
use
I
salt.
don't use much salt.
Put a little lemon, a lime, a little citrus. I like to use vinegar, because vinegar tenderizes the meat, and you will notice on the flavor cilantro.
I love cilantro.
Well,
Yeah.
this is, I call it Spanish cilantro. You can smell it. It's different than the regular cilantro you get at the store. I'm kind of lucky that they have it now in the market basket in Tewksbury. But this is amazing, the flavor you get from that.
And what do you call that cilantro?
Cilantro, I think they call it. It's a little different the name, but can't get it through the produce company. So every time I have opportunity to go to market basket, I get some.
Oh,
And
okay.
you can use it for stew.
Well,
you can
it
use,
kind of looks like a dandelion weed, actually. You know how you get the
Yeah,
dandelion
yeah, yeah,
things?
'cause it's-
So the cilantro that's authentic looks like that, and it's just spelled like a little different. I think like they got like a A instead of an I spelling the cilantro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like cilantro.
so instead of salt, you know, like people use it, this has a little bit of sodium, but we used to adobo. And here you have a lot of seasoning.
Like what?
You have garlic, sorry, it's Spanish, which it says here is good for beef, chicken, but I'm sure it has oregano, cilantro,
Yeah.
parsley, like a lot of the things that you use in the kitchen. But
And
it's
you
all
put a
in
good
one.
shake in that. You did put a
Yes,
good, yeah.
probably like 2 teaspoons.
But
you
we
see
have,
ours?
we have the recipe. We have the recipe so other
Yes, I can give
people
you
can
the rest.
follow.
Yeah. So you see how it start cooking off, and all that juice we're gonna need it too. It's kind of at the end. It's gonna be for the white rice, kind of like a sauce too.
Do you use the fish oil in it, or they do in Asian cooking? You
No.
Fish oil?
What I use the best seafood you can get in these areas. Mark Seafood. He's from Salem, New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
And what I love about that company is he delivers the day before, so residents are eating fresh
Yeah,
seafood, not like frozen. Northridge, our parent company, they use this logo, eat fresh, eat local. That what it means is cooking from scratch and trying to utilize the vendor from the area so we can support the community.
And it's fresh that way too.
Fresh, yes. So like the fresh farms, the fresh seafood.
That is so pretty.
So we'll leave that for a few minutes to get cooking, and hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, so while we're waiting for that, let's hear a little more about yourself, about your family, and
I do have a beautiful family. I have Haiti Ortiz, my wife. And I have 3 beautiful children, which is 3, 6, and 9. So Jaden Casado, Connor Casado, and Sean Casado.
all boys.
All boys, and that's it, the factory stop there. My dad is here now. Currently, he's on vacation from the Dominican Republic for like a week and a half. So
Who's
good,
that?
my dad, my father.
Oh.
So it's fun.
Oh,
It's
nice.
we're having
That's
a
nice.
blast.
Yeah, that's nice. What kind of things are you doing with him?
Oh, we boating in Portsmouth and going to some restaurant, gathering with the families and friends and movies and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's so nice, yeah. And just to talk a minute about the cooking, what is your favorite dish to cook at home for your family?
Some friends' house. Or at home. This is one of the dishes that I really enjoy, shrimp. I like seafood. But in Dominican Republic, like half an hour away from the ocean, so there's a lot of Santiago in Dominican Republic. It's like the second biggest state. It's always seafood around, and the family tradition too for like Christmas, Mother's Day or Father's Day. On there was always a pig and some fish and shrimp. That's one of the favorites. My kids, mac and cheese.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
right.
that's what
Just
they
like-
really enjoy.
just like all
Grilled
kids.
cheese and
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah, right, that's a children. And then here, would you say you said you cook this for here, but what are other dishes, would you say the favorite of
The
the
favorite, there's
residents?
quite a few comfort food. Meatloaf, shepherd's pie, lobster roll,
Yeah.
it's a big hit. Lobster, we have a chicken thigh.
They do love their all-American burgers too. We
Yes,
can't forget about
burgers
that.
are a big one here too. Spaghetti and meatball. So they really like comfort food.
Yes.
So the way that we do the menu, we have a 4 weeks rotation, but I do get a lot of feedback from the residents and recipe too at the time. So it gives them an opportunity to be part of it too.
Well, that brings up another thought. Do they ever get to give you a recipe that they like?
Yes, they-
Do they ever cook with you? They do?
Someone gave me a cookbook a while back, and what we do too, before I start doing the menu, like right now I'm working on the fall winter menu, we put like a sheet on their mailbox that they can get in there. They have an opportunity to give me a recipe. If it's something they haven't seen in the menu in a long time, there's a great opportunity to remind me, and then I can put it on the menu. So it's really fun. I like giving them an opportunity to be part of it too, because then they see something that reminds them
That's
of
right.
years ago. Yeah.
And what about your wife? What kind of foods does she cook?
She doesn't cook. She has me doing the cooking, but she's great. I mean, the support that I get from her is
It's worth it.
it's worth it. Yeah, because I'm spending a lot of time here, and we do events and stuff like that. So she knows what I do enjoy. So it's kind of nice to have the support that she gives me.
So I would like to hear something too about you, Amanda.
All right. I actually make this recipe for our residents. They really love. I say it's grandma's recipe. It's bread pudding.
With a
With the caramel sauce, a homemade caramel sauce. And I have one of the residents, John King, actually. He loves it. It gets a whole giant plate of it and everything. And yeah, it's just been in my my family. The recipe's been in it for years, actually. So it's pretty nice, very comforting too. And I really do like making cheesecake mousses too, which is something we've kind of like created together. You know, we would have events come up, and Victor would be like, "Oh man, what do you want to do with this?" And we'd always do something light and delicious, and especially cold during the summer. So yeah.
And what
It's real
about
fun.
in your past? You've worked at pastry shops?
Yes, I've actually worked in a bakery for a long time. I worked with my old boss, Eric Fonseca, for about 3 years. He runs a donut shack in Lowell. And then after that, I became a cake decorator. And then I worked for a Greek restaurant before coming here. And Victor, though, is the best boss. So that's why I'm staying here.
I can see that. I can see.
We do have an amazing team at Bayberry. It's definitely a really good team.
And I know you do special events like barbecues and seafood. Tell us about that.
We did barbecue every other week during the summer. Our last one is on Monday for Labor Day, but we also did 4 outings where we take the residents and we take the whole kitchen with us, meaning we put out a menu, we bring tables, tents, the grill, and we decorate, and we go for the first one was in June. We went to Newburyport and had a picnic by the water. And for each of those, we do fresh lobster rolls. You know, you got next to the ocean. The second one in July, we went to the Portsmouth Harbor cruise. And then after that, when it was done, we went to the park, which is right by the ocean, too, and had a picnic. Then we went to Newcastle in Portsmouth and had a picnic at the beach. The last one is on the 10th. September 10th, we go on Neville Lighthouse in York, Maine. And then from the lighthouse, we go to the beach and have another picnic. What I do, that's one of my favorite things, doing events. We do marketing events. We do events, resident family. We had our picnic, our pick roast that we did. We cooked ourselves on a Chinese box. You can see those pictures on Facebook. The event was amazing. We still have people talking about it. It's one of the things, like I said, is to support the team. When we have an event, they support my crazy ideas. Each department head help out. Then Pat, my boss, the support marketing. So it really takes a team to do what we do.
It's a lot of work, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, but,
organize it and then carry it out.
It's such one of my favorite things that, what I learned in school and be able to display and create.
Does
it
most
for them.
everybody get to go? The guests, the residents, most of them get to go?
To the,
Yeah,
yes.
they do?
When we do parties here, they
They all go? That's
oh yeah,
great. Oh, that's great,
They all
yeah.
go. And in the family, we invite the family members
Yeah.
too,
Oh,
professionals
how
in the
nice is
industry.
that? Yeah.
So right now I'm slicing avocado, and our garnish is microgreens with blue orchids and lemon.
Where do you get those microgreens?
Restaurant Depot?
Restaurant
was it?
Depot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
But
got
an
the.
ordinary person could get it local grocery store?
I'm sure.
I don't. You can get the microgreens
Yeah.
for sure, but the orchids, I think, they
Oh, yeah, they're
have to go through a
special.
produce vendor.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't have microgreens, I always think a good garnish would be parsley, if anything,
Huh.
and just like the tops of it and fluff it up. And then here is our white rice. So, this pan is hot. Right.
How do you tell if the avocados are ripe enough?
So how I tell if the avocado is ripe is pretty much I go to the grocery store, you have it, and you could feel the firmness on the outside, but I also believe like you could shake it a little bit, and if the seed in the middle moves ever so slightly, that means it's ripe.
Okay.
So yeah,
I never know how to do that.
there we go. How do you pronounce this again?
Shrimp al ajillo.
Shrimp al ajillo.
A lot of garlic.
Lots and lots of garlic.
Could you use scallops instead of shrimp? Then you call it scallops.
It's a different. No, I would.
It has to be with the shrimp. Has
Yeah,
to be
it has
shrimp.
to be the shrimp.
All right. And you said the juice is really important, right? The sauce?
Yes.
Because you put it on top of your rice? All right.
That
And
is-
Then you can top it with some scallions if you want to make the plate pretty. And voila. You
There
got
we
it.
go.
Oh, this,
Thank-
that's it?
That's it.
Yep.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Thank you. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Well, this was a great show. We had a great show at Bayberry, and these were the people who helped us. I would like to introduce them. First is Nicole Leo. She's the dining room manager. Then it's Jessica Lavoie, who's the sous chef. Then we have Amanda Mahoney, who's the pastry chef. And last but certainly not least, we have Victor Casado.
Perfect.
Casado?
Casado.
Who's the executive chef and the dining room director, and they call him the boss man. And so, and we were so pleased. They did just such a beautiful job, and they make the residents so happy, and we're just glad that they let us use their space too. It's wonderful. And last, again, but again not least, I wanted to thank Jason Marshall and Courtney Coviello, who are media people, who are make this happen. And certainly not, well, maybe last, but definitely not least, we have Donna Gill, who's our producer, who's wonderful, keeps us all organized. And I'm Joan Unger, and we welcome you to our show. We have it monthly. You can see it on the TV, on our local channels, and also on YouTube. And at the bottom of the screen, it will tell you where you can find it. Any comments, any suggestions, we'd love to have you reach out. The email address is on the bottom of the screen. And thank you for watching us. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.